We had it in the palm of our hands, people. In the palm of our hands. We was almost there. Aston Villa was leading 2-0. Probably about 20 minutes to go. And then what happened? You know what happened? It was just unfortunate, but we can talk about this. Let's do this, people. Let's do this. Woo! Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that notification button, subscribe button, and you know, all the good stuff. And we're in other social medias like Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. So please follow us and subscribe to those ones as well. People, the day after that disappointment, what can I say? What can I say? It was one of those days which was a roller coaster. Like 1 minute we're happy, next minute we're disappointed. 1 minute we're happy, next minute we're disappointed. People, you know, make jokes in the Anfield Stadium, thinking like it was Aston Villa equalised. They were celebrating, but they didn't really equalise. It was just all over the place, people. But listen, if you don't do the job yourself, these are the performances you're gonna get in at the end of the season. We should not go to last day's you know, game winning moments in order for you to win the league. It shouldn't be like that. We should be doing it by outright. We should not rely on other teams, and do it yourself. If you want things done, you got to do it yourself, just like everything in life. So please don't be too downhearted, people. We've got our season is not over. We're still going strong in the Champions League. We've got a big game against Real Madrid, and if we keep dwelling on the past, it will hamper our season, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just move forward, forget about what happened, and go to the next game, which is Real Madrid. But we still got to talk about yesterday and the season review. What can I say? It's been a brilliant season and it's been a disappointing season at the same time. We started off slow. Yes, we've only lost 2 games in the league, and Man City I think lost 3. But the draws always catch up with Liverpool Football Club. We draw too many. I mean, and the ones we struggle against the most is the deep line defending teams. Which is why we have to find a way to break that down in the next coming season. It's been a long time waiting as well. Like every season when the team deep line defense against us, we just struggle. If we have a clinical striker that can put the ball in the back of the net with the first touch, maybe we won't have these problems. And we have to find someone that does that. I like that kid from Benfica, like I always say, Nunez. I watched him against Liverpool. Every single time he had an opportunity, even if it was disallowed, he scores a goal. That's what you need. We relied on a lot of things this season. We didn't buy much in the summer. We only bought Konate to cover the defensive line. We had issues with the season before. But where's the midfield that's going to replace Ronaldo? Where is the striker that can put the ball in the back of the net? Things like that we needed, and we didn't go for it. So you can't really be too downhearted of how the season turned out. Yes, it's by 1 point, but if we had those little twitches in the team, maybe we could have actually won the league a while ago and keep relying on other teams to beat City. It's not gonna happen, people. Like, this is what I've been trying to say for a while. If the majority of the Premier League teams don't like Liverpool or don't like a team, they won't let you win the league. It's just simple fact. They will lay down for the other team in order for them to win. Look at Man United away at City a few months back. They rested Ronaldo for that. They're a top scorer. There you go. Do you think Man United want to equal Liverpool? They want us to equal their 20? Of course they don't. So they are willing to sacrifice a game in order for another team to win, so we don't catch them up. And unfortunately, I see West Ham fans, I see Arsenal fans, I see Chelsea fans, I see Man United fans celebrating yesterday like they've won the league. I think to myself, how can you celebrate other team that have oil money, destroy the league? If it wasn't for Liverpool, this league would be like Bundesliga, it would be like French league, it would be like La Liga, it would be like that. I mean, that's how bad this league could be if it wasn't for Liverpool Football Club. And even Pep Guardiola was crying yesterday. He couldn't believe he won the league. There you go, people. This is what we bring. And Liverpool Football Club don't lay down for anyone. Even if we don't have the money Man City have, or Newcastle or Chelsea, we still compete on all levels all the time. And you got to give credit to these players, people. At the end of the day, it just reached, to me, what I've seen of these players this season, players who are not normally injured are getting injured. It looks like it took its toll on them, and it's been a long season. The quadruple is something demanding as well, people. It's actually demanding, and you could see it on the players. Even yesterday's game, majority of the players returned, and they looked like they were out of sorts for majority of it. And if Wolverhampton had a clinical striker, don't get me wrong, Jimenez is good, but if they had like a Nunez, like I was speaking earlier, maybe they would have won that game. And if it wasn't for Alisson, we would have lost that game. Let's just be honest here. Alisson was outstanding yesterday. He won the Golden Glove as well. But yeah, the season, I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? Considering like last season, the season before, where we lost about 6 games at home. It's not bad. You know what I mean? We lost none this season at home. We've lost only 2 away games, which is less than West Ham. In normal circumstances, you win that game, it could be invisible. But you know, like, we've just got to learn where we drop points, and you got to beat your rivals. You got to beat your rivals in order for you to win the league as well. If you look at Man City, they beat Chelsea. Yes, they drew with us twice, but they beat Chelsea, Man United, and Arsenal. So if we don't do that ourselves and make sure we beat City as well, then you know the league ain't gonna be ours. You got to beat your rivals in order for you to win the league. They have to drop points no matter what. You can't give them a point. You can't give them 3 points. That's how it is if you want to win titles. We could blame this, we could blame that, but to me it's just the start of the season. We started off slow, which is understandable. A lot of players come back from long-term injuries, season-ending injuries as well, and we can't, you know, get what we want if we don't like strengthen the areas that we need to strengthen as well. The most important thing this season is Klopp has signed an extension to his contract, and we could go again. It's going to be difficult next season, especially with City, you know, buying Haaland. Who they're going to buy in the midfield since Fernandinho is leaving, obviously now. Who's next for them? They're not going to settle and, you know, just accept what they got. There's going to be more twitches in their team. They're going to get some more quality on that in that midfield as well, which is worrying from my end of things. But what's our you know, ambitions? How are we going to counter-attack City? That's what I want to know, people. Like, what if City's going to get a striker? What are we going to do? If City's going to midfielder, what are we going to do? If City get a defender, what are we going to do? We have to counter-attack that, because if you look at City yesterday, they were losing 2-0 to the 70th minute, and they come back and won that game 3-2. It shows, you know, the quality of the bench actually works, and we've seen it at Liverpool this season, you know, with the strength and depth, how they change the game when they come on as well. So what are we going to do in the summer? I hope we get a couple of good players. We need aggression in that midfield, in my opinion. We need someone who's, you know, like a bully. We haven't got that. We're just nice. You know, Henderson, nice. Thiago, nice. Naby Keita, if you say, nice. You know what I mean? Fabinho, nice. If we have a guy with a crunching tackle who doesn't take any, you know, BS in midfield, like we used to have in the past, like Graham Souness and, you know, Steven Gerrard and Steve McMahon, Ronnie Whelan. If we had someone like that in that midfield, maybe these top teams will fear us even more when they play us. That's what we need to do, in my opinion. And every top team had that down the years, which we don't have. I honestly think we're just too nice. We're just too nice, and to play against. If you look at the game at Etihad, you had Pep Guardiola, you know, mucking around with our players and you know, making jokes. And we shouldn't make jokes. We shouldn't take any shit. Someone should have pulled this guy out of our players' faces and all that stuff. But You know what I mean? If you just accept things like this and opposition trying to take the mick out of you during the games as well, that's what you become. You know what I mean? They've won the league, they've won any championship they are in. If you're letting that happen, that's why you need some bulldozers in that middle, and don't take any shit. Just winning is the only way. They don't have to be the best player in the world, but as long as they do their job, and when you need that crunching tackle like in the midfield to happen, and they do it, then so be it. I mean, this is how you win league titles. I mean, this is how Liverpool used to be consistent back in the day, because we had those kind of players. And in my opinion, that's the most important area that we need for next season as well. Don't get me wrong, we've got great players that play there, but they're just nice. We don't want nice people. We want ruthless people, aggressive people. And obviously we need an attacking player that can get us goals as well. Even if it has to be from midfield, get someone that can score goals, people. Yeah, that's all I got to say about the season that's just gone. It's not the end. Our season still continues. Obviously, we've got a Champions League final to go for against Real Madrid. Revenge, as they call it. Probably that's where they're going to put revenge on the title of Liverpool. And one more trophy to go for. We've lost one, but we could gain another one, and there could be 3 for the season. So please, people, don't feel too downhearted. You know what I mean? Life is a lesson. You just learn from it, and then we move on. If we keep dwelling on the past, that's what we're gonna keep thinking about. But if we move forward and think about the future, like the players that's coming in and the manager signing a contract, and what's next for Liverpool, I think we'll be more successful. So yes, people, like, share, and subscribe. Congratulations to Man City. I'm not here to cry about spilt milk, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully I'll come back next season even stronger on here as well, and do some more watch alongs. I haven't done a watch along for a long time, and yeah, we need to get back to that. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon, people. Take care, everyone.